Dude, I've been using a weird money model in my online coaching business that has quietly been helping me to add tens of thousands of dollars in pure profit to my business every single month. In fact, it is so good that in December alone, it helped me add over $90,000 in cash collected to my coaching business without team. And I really want to iterate that point. No team, literally me, my virtual assistant in the Philippines, and a contracted video editor. That is it. Not only is it the most profitable that my business has ever been, it's the most fun, the most agile, it's the most freedom that I've ever had. And in this video, I want to show you exactly what it is that I'm doing to make this sort of money in my online coaching business, with the proof here on the left-hand side, because most of these make money online gurus just lie about their numbers. They pull these numbers out of their backside. You can see here £68,394 into my business bank account in the month of December, which is just over $90,000. So I'm going to show you absolutely everything that I'm doing to scale my one-to-one coaching business with no team so that you can literally just copy me. So first of all, the first thing that we really need to do is get clear on the old way of doing things. So there's two main ways that people would scale an online coaching business in the past. The first way is you do some lead gen. So, whether it's running ads or organic content, and then you sell a low ticket product or service with the hope to upsell those customers into your high ticket services at the end. And I'm going to come on to in a second why this way is no longer working and why it's flawed. But before we do, I want to show you another way that people will typically go about things. So in this way, you do some lead gen. It's typically paid ads in this instance, with the view to get more booked sales calls so that you can sell your high ticket coaching services. This is probably the most common way that online coaches will try and grow their business. So let's just look at why there is a bit of a conundrum with that first example of selling something low ticket and then trying to upsell into your high ticket coaching services. Now, when people make their low ticket products, most businesses, they kind of remove the labor intensive features of their service so that they can sell that low ticket product at scale. And that makes sense on the surface, right? It's like, if I'm going to be doing this thing for incredibly cheap, then I don't want to give away my one-to-one time. I don't want to give away all of my resources, because otherwise there's no reason for people to upsell. And this makes sense on the surface, but here's what happens in reality. Your customers who purchase your low ticket thing, they come away feeling uninspired and you don't get the upsell. That is the key point. When you start taking some of the labor intensive features away from your low product services, you make it almost impossible for you to upsell into your high ticket because you don't set a good first impression with those customers. So most people don't even want to buy cheap stuff anymore because they have ChatGPT. So cheap information online is officially dead. So if you're trying to get high ticket clients by first selling cheap information like an ebook or a low cost course or like a generic program or something to that effect, you're going to really struggle because people are going more and more to things like ChatGPT for those low cost options. So now let's look at the other approach that people take, which is you do your lead gen, you get booked sales calls, and then you try and sell your high ticket service on that sales call. So to scale this, realistically, there's only a few things that you can do. You can spend loads of money on ads. You can spend loads of money on setters and closers to book the calls for you, take the calls and close the deals. Or you can spend your time DMing people and being on sales calls all day to try and scale this thing. And all of those options leave you, well, either with less money in your account at the end of each month, so less profit for the business, or less time and energy. Okay, so if you're going to do it yourself and you're not going to outsource to setters and closers, you're going to be on Zoom calls, speaking with prospective clients, speaking with tire kickers all day, every single day. And that's obviously not good for you either. So this is the new weird and quite frankly, unorthodox way of growing a one-to-one online coaching business that I've been using over the last year or so, and that my clients have been using with great success. And I'll show you some examples of the success in just a moment. So the first thing is that you're going to you're going to run literally what I call Hmong-proof profile visit ads. Okay, so these are like stupidly simple ads that even a child could set up, and it's going to get you qualified followers every single day on your Instagram account. The second thing that we do is we use a two-step DM process that moves your followers into your free school community or email list with two really simple DMs that get sent across a week. And then we're going to have, and this is the piece de la resistance, we're going to have what we call a micro offer. So unlike a low ticket product where you take away all of the features and benefits and sell something for cheap, a micro offer, you give an incredible first impression. So it's low cost, but really high value for 30 days, leaving that customer begging for more. Okay, that is the key difference with a micro offer to a low ticket product. And then we essentially make friction-free upsells by sending these 4-minute Loom videos to those customers and inviting them to stay on board with you for your high ticket thing. And this just works like an absolute dream. On average, I get about a 50% conversion on the micro offer into the high ticket program, and I don't have to do any sales calls. So it's an absolute game changer. So what do you actually need, or sorry, what are some of the vast benefits to this approach over some of the other approaches that we just spoke about? Well, number one, as I've already said, a child could literally set up the ads. It's really simple. I've got a complete playbook that my clients follow. I tell them how to write the ad, how to script it, how to shoot it, how to edit it, and how to post it. And it takes no more than 10 minutes. It's a value first strategy. So unlike a lot of strategies, you actually feel good about outreaching your leads because number one, they're warm. It's not a cold audience. But second of all, you're actually leading with value. You're not asking them to give you anything. You're actually giving them something first. And it feels really, really good. There is no chasing or begging people. Okay. We're not cold DMing strangers, begging them to get on a call. It just doesn't have the same energy that some of those strategies have. You don't need a team, as I've already mentioned. You don't need sales calls because we just sell with a Loom video. It's super high profit because you're not paying setters, closers, or loads of money on ads. It's really, really fun, and it gives you tons of freedom because you're now not doing tons of sales calls in your DMs, DMing strangers. It frees up your calendar to go and do the shit that you actually got into business for in the first place, which is spending time with loved ones, traveling, doing whatever it is that you want to do. So it doesn't just work for me. I just want to highlight some of my clients. This is my amazing client, Kat. She joined 7 months ago, and she went from being a teacher full-time in Oman to going fully in on her online coaching business in just 7 months. And just last month, she hit over 7K. So, she's gone from 0 to 7K in just over half a year. She's now got over 35 one-to-one clients, and she's using this strategy every single week. And then there's Will, similar sort of situation, joined about 9 months ago now, went from virtually having 0 online coaching clients to now making 8 to 9K a month in his online coaching business, and finally putting plans in place to step away from his in-person personal training job and going fully in on his online coaching offer as well. So what do you actually need to set this thing up? I'm going to just talk you through step by step what you need here. But if at any point of you watching this video, you think you want more one-to-one support or help with this, then just follow the instructions in the description of the video. You can either join my free school community and watch the 20 lessons in there that kind of walk through this process in a bit more detail, or you can just apply to work with me directly and I can get you all of the information. So thing number one that you're going to need is an Instagram business account with an optimized profile. So there are certain things that we want to do with your Instagram account so that when you run your profile visit ads, people are more inclined to actually follow your page so that you've got a qualified lead that you can start your outreach with. Which brings us on to the next point. You need this growth tax ad, which is a profile visit ad calling out your ideal future client. Okay, I've actually got training on this in my free course, which is linked in the description below this video. So if you want to learn how to set that ad up, what to say in the ad, just follow the link in the description for my school community and you can get that training in there. No problems at all. You're going to need a comprehensive free resource like a course in a school platform or in an email list, but you're going to need something that is really significant that you can give away for free so that you have something that you can outreach these new leads with and say, hey, I've got this amazing thing. I think it'll be useful for you. Okay. You got to lead with value. You can't ask people to jump on calls with you anymore. You can't make them a once in a lifetime opportunity just cold out of the blue. You've got to lead with value for this strategy to work. Then you're going to need an automation that moves people from your comments on your Instagram into your free community. Because a big part of our strategy is that when we post content, the CTA always directs people into the school community, into the free resources or the email list. And we use ManyChat for that. And it's really simple to set up. And it just means that you're not posting content for posting content's sake. You're turning your posts into the opportunity to get you more leads for this model to work. And then you need a micro offer. And I've just put in brackets here. Think of this as like a 30-day trial period for your one-to-one high ticket coaching offer. So as I said before, this is low in cost, but high in value. Don't think of it as a low ticket product or service where you start stripping away all of the good stuff that your people normally get from you. You want to really lead and put your best foot forwards when you work with people on this micro offer, so that when you send, as we come onto this point here, when you send this upsell Loom video in weeks 2 or 3, people are more inclined to say yes because you've delivered such a great service in that first 30-day period. And that is it. Like I said, if you want more information on this, if you just want to see how we're doing this, then you can even kind of like funnel hack me and go through this process by following the links in the description of this video. Or if you actually want me to help you set this up, I call it the client ecosystem, then again, follow the instructions, apply to work with me in Remote Pro. I'll get you all of the info. And if we're a fit, we can do the damn thing. Peace and love.